A critical warning for every senior on food stamps. Your SNAP benefits, the support you depend on, could be stopped cold by a government shutdown. This is not a drill. It's a direct threat to your ability to afford groceries. It is a moment of profound uncertainty, and in times like these, clarity is your greatest defense. In the next few minutes, the exact number of days you have before your benefits are at risk will be explained, and a hidden trap that could make your EBT card useless, even if there's money in your account, will be revealed. This channel is committed to helping seniors get the retirement benefits they've earned by providing straight, honest facts. This isn't about politics. It's about your security. If you believe in getting information that can protect your financial well-being, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. It ensures you won't miss critical updates like this. Let's get right to the heart of the matter. The threat is a potential government shutdown, and it puts a target directly on the assistance programs that millions of seniors rely on. This isn't a minor inconvenience affecting a few people. We're talking about 11 million adults over the age of 50 whose food security is now on the line. But before we get into the details of that danger, it is crucial to first establish what is safe. Let's get this worry off the table immediately. Your Social Security checks will continue to arrive, Medicare will continue to operate. Why? Because these essential services are funded differently. Their funding is established by separate laws and paid for through dedicated trust funds. They are not part of the yearly budget squabble in Washington that leads to shutdowns. They are protected by a financial firewall. So you can take a deep breath on that front. The U.S. Postal Service will also keep running, as will our military and law enforcement. These core functions are deemed essential and will not stop. Now let's talk about SNAP, because it falls into a different, much more vulnerable category. The most important thing you need to know right now is that your October benefits are probably safe. So why only probably? And what's the catch that turns probably into a source of anxiety? The USDA, which administers SNAP, has some carryover reserve funds. They also work to get benefits paid out a month in advance. Think of it like a reserve fuel tank in your car. It's there for emergencies to get you a little further down the road when the main tank runs dry. It's a temporary safety net, a small, crucial buffer against the chaos. But that buffer is not unlimited, and this is the part that demands your full attention. It's a ticking clock. According to the official analysis, if a government shutdown drags on for more than 30 days, that reserve tank runs dry. Those funds could be completely depleted. After day 30, we are in uncharted territory. The flow of benefits could stop entirely, leaving millions without the funds they count on for daily meals. What happens on day 31? The honest answer is nobody knows for sure, and that deep uncertainty is the most dangerous part of this entire situation. Now, the critical question you should be asking is, could a shutdown really last that long? 30 days sounds like an eternity for a political disagreement. The answer is a sobering, historically proven yes, and we don't have to guess or speculate. The last government shutdown, back in 2019, lasted for 34 days. Let that number sink in. That wasn't during some distant political era, that was recent history. It set a new record for the longest shutdown ever, and it proved that a 30-day standoff is not just possible, it's a modern political reality. What does that 34-day history tell us? It tells us that crossing the 30-day threshold for SNAP funding isn't just a hypothetical fear, it's a proven reality. This is the first major risk, that the funding simply runs out. But let's imagine the shutdown ends in 29 days, just under the wire. You'd think you're safe, right? Wrong. This is where we uncover the second, more insidious problem that most people are not talking about. It's a detail buried in the regulations that could create a personal crisis for you. During a government shutdown, retail food stores cannot renew their electronic benefit transfer licenses if they expire. Let that sink in. Picture this scenario. You've planned your meals carefully, you've made your list. You get to the front of the checkout line with a full cart of groceries. The cashier scans your items and you present your EBT card. But the transaction is denied. The cashier tells you, "Sorry, our system can't take this card today." Imagine the humiliation, the panic, the waste of time. Imagine having to explain to a line of impatient people behind you why you have to leave a full cart of essential food right there at the register. The money could be in your account, but you'd have nowhere to spend it. And this problem is compounded by another factor. A prolonged shutdown would also strain state SNAP offices. These offices rely on some federal support to administer the program. When federal staff are furloughed, customer service functions start to break down. Think about the last time you had to call a government agency. The long hold times, the confusing menus. Now imagine that with half the staff and twice the number of panicked callers. Getting a new or replacement card if yours is lost, stolen, or damaged could become a bureaucratic nightmare. You could be left completely stranded, unable to access your benefits or get timely help. It's infuriating. This constant uncertainty, being brought to the brink because politicians refuse to do their jobs, impacts real human lives. It impacts that lifeline of about $180 a month, just $6 a day, that millions of seniors count on to survive. It's a reminder that our security often feels like a bargaining chip in a political game we have no control over. So, faced with this uncertainty, what can we do? We cannot force Congress to act responsibly, but we can be prepared. The first step is awareness, which is the goal of this information. Understanding the 30-day timeline and the secondary risks allows you to think ahead and regain a sense of control. While we hope for a swift resolution, preparation is key. This is not about panic, this is about prudence. It might mean being mindful of your pantry stock over the next few weeks, perhaps picking up a few extra non-perishable items during your regular shopping trips. It could also mean familiarizing yourself with local community resources. Do you know where the nearest food bank or senior center is? You may never need them, but simply knowing they exist provides a backup plan and a sense of security. The most important thing is not to panic, but to be informed. Knowledge is the one tool that empowers us when everything else feels uncertain. This information is meant to give you that power, the power to understand the situation fully so you can navigate it with confidence and peace of mind. Let me know what you think about this shutdown situation in the comments below. Sharing your thoughts and concerns helps build a community where we can all stay informed together. If this information was valuable to you, please hit that like button and subscribe to help it reach more seniors who need to hear it. Stay safe and stay informed.